The technician held up the small black cylinder and turned it over in his hand. It was a compressor pulled from a $2,400 luxury refrigerator. Stamped on the side were the letters Embraco. He set it down next to a second compressor pulled from a $499 budget fridge sold at a hardware store. Same manufacturer, same model, same $40 part. The customer who paid $2,000 for that premium badge had no idea, and he is not alone. The American appliance industry has spent the last 20 years running one of the most coordinated deceptions in modern manufacturing. Refrigerators, washing machines, dishwashers. The machines your grandparents owned for 30 years. The machines you now replace every 5. This is not bad luck. This is engineering, deliberately calibrated to extract maximum revenue from minimum durability. This is the factory secret behind 90% of modern appliance brands. Walk into any appliance showroom in Houston, Phoenix, or Atlanta. Dozens of brands lined up: Whirlpool, Samsung, LG, KitchenAid, GE, Frigidaire, Bosch. Consumers believe they are choosing between competitors. They are not. Behind those badges sits an oligopoly. A handful of overseas factories in China, Brazil, and Mexico manufacture the core components for nearly every appliance sold in the United States. 2 companies in particular, Joxipera and Embraco, dominate the global compressor supply chain. Their parts sit inside refrigerators from luxury brands and budget brands alike. Open the back panel of a premium refrigerator. Compare the compressor to the one inside the cheapest fridge on the floor. Same stamp, same wiring, same $40 component sourced from the same Brazilian factory. The premium price pays for the door finish, the handle design, the marketing campaign, the badge. It does not pay for a better machine. But the white label illusion is only the entry point. The deeper problem lives inside the moving parts. A 1985 washing machine ran for 25 years because every internal moving part, the transmission gears, the agitator splines, was forged from solid steel. Today, inside a modern factory in Tijuana or Wuxi, those same gears are injection molded plastic. The switch happened quietly in the late 1990s, and here is where it gets calculated. Modern engineers do not simply hope the plastic gears last. They use advanced finite element analysis software to model the exact shear strength of each component. They calculate load cycles. They simulate wear patterns. The result is a precise failure window. The plastic gears are engineered to withstand normal use, just long enough to comfortably clear the 1-year manufacturer warranty. The math is exact. When that gear cracks somewhere between month 13 and month 18, the repair quote will be $600 on a machine that costs $1,200 new. The consumer is told this is wear and tear. The truth is that they were designed not to last. The destruction of the modern refrigerator is more subtle. The sealed cooling system carries high-pressure refrigerant through a network of tubing. For 60 years, that tubing was thick copper. Copper is expensive but nearly impervious to corrosion. A copper cooling line in a 1970s Frigidaire could outlive the homeowner. Around 15 years ago, the industry made a quiet swap. Engineers replaced the copper with paper-thin aluminum tubing. The savings per unit ran into the dozens of dollars. Across global production volumes, billions in margin. The problem is chemistry. Aluminum tubing in a humid kitchen undergoes galvanic corrosion. Within 3 to 5 years, microscopic pinhole leaks develop. The refrigerant escapes. The compressor keeps running, sounding normal, but the cooling fails. The technician arrives and delivers the verdict. The sealed system has failed. The fridge is dead. Most consumers blame the brand and swear off Whirlpool or LG or Samsung. They walk into the showroom and pick a different name, a trusted name, a nostalgic name. This is where the deception turns historical. A shopper in Kansas City walks past the Maytag badge and feels a memory tug. Their grandmother had a Maytag that ran for 30 years in a Midwest basement. They reach for the new model and assume they are buying that heritage of quality. They are buying a corpse. The original Maytag company, The one that built those legendary machines in Newton, Iowa, effectively ceased to exist when Whirlpool acquired it in 2006. The historic factory was shut down. Hundreds of engineers were laid off. The brand became a label applied to machines manufactured on the same global lines as the cheapest models in the catalog. The same pattern repeated across the industry. General Electric sold its appliance division to Chinese conglomerate Haier in 2016. Frigidaire was absorbed by Electrolux. KitchenAid was folded into Whirlpool. Private equity follows a specific playbook. Acquire a trusted brand. Gut the research and development department. Fire the senior engineers, outsource to the cheapest factory, keep the nostalgic name on the door, sell the brand equity built up over generations until the reputation finally collapses, then discard the carcass. The badge says Maytag. The machine is not Maytag. The final layer is the newest and the most aggressive. The moment the appliance industry crossed from making bad products to controlling who is allowed to fix them. Walk into the parking lot of any independent appliance repair shop in America. Local technicians have spent decades fixing refrigerators and dishwashers. They know the machines, they have the tools, and they have replacement parts on the shelf. What they do not have is the diagnostic software. When a modern appliance throws an error code, the motherboard locks into a fault state. Clearing that code requires proprietary diagnostic software, the kind that interfaces directly with the machine's onboard computer. That software exists. The manufacturers wrote it. They simply refused to release it to independent repair shops. The local technician who could replace the failed sensor in 20 minutes for $100 is stuck. The machine will not reset. The repair cannot be completed. The customer is told to call the manufacturer's authorized service network. The authorized technician arrives days later in a branded van. The service call alone runs $300 before any parts are touched. The diagnostic software, locked behind corporate firewalls, takes 2 minutes to clear the code. The total bill lands somewhere between $400 and $700. This is not a repair industry. This is a toll booth. The manufacturers have figured out that controlling the diagnostic software is more profitable than building reliable machines. The error codes are the leverage. The independent repair shops are squeezed out. The consumer has nowhere to go but the corporate service network, where every visit generates premium revenue for the brand. This is what the modern appliance industry has become. White label compressors hidden behind premium badges. Plastic gears engineered to fail on schedule. Aluminum tubing corroding from the inside. Heritage brands gutted by private equity. Diagnostic software held hostage to force consumers into corporate repair networks. The era of American appliance quality did not die by accident. It was killed deliberately in boardrooms, in factories, in software licensing meetings. Every decision was calculated. Every shortcut was approved. Every failure was modeled in advance. The machines on the showroom floor today are not built to serve you. They are built to expire. The next time a refrigerator dies in year 4, remember that you were never the customer. You were the product.